Welcome to another edition of Stephen A. Byers Show. I am your host, Stephen A. Byers, and today we're going to be looking at all of the recaps from Week 1 in the Kingdom Boys Fantasy League Association. Also, we'll be looking at the power ranks to see where do all the teams fall at after Week 1, and also we'll be looking forward to Week 2, and don't forget, my favorite edition, in my opinion, where Stephen A. Byers will be talking about the league, different teams, different coaches, different owners. So get ready. It's going to be a fun, exciting show. We have a lot for you to go over today. Let's go ahead and start with the recap of Week 1. We saw where Coach K defeated I Am a Real Problem, defeated them 84-82, which was a game where, man, your heart could be broken at any moment. We thought that Reggie had the game won. Garrett Wilson caught the last pass, went up one with 20 seconds left. New York Jets go down and score, and he had San Francisco defense knock the points down, and he ended up losing that game in a heartbreaking loss. I know that his heart was broken last night, because if he looked 20 seconds before, he was saying that he had the game won. His projections went up. His projected to win went up, and sadly, he did not win the game. Also, we saw the Dangerous One take on their rival, the Dress Me as King. We saw Minister Darrell team come out with the win last night. Dress Me as King fought hard. It was a hard-fought game. It was a high-scoring game. I think Darrell scored 146, and I think Dress Me as King scored 141. So it was a phenomenal game. Awesome teams right there. They're going to be a problem for to come in this league. Also, we had 10-piece no sauce as they defeated I Got Next 129-125 in a close nail-biter game where we saw some adjustment issues because we saw 10-piece no sauce left a lot of points on the bench. And let me tell you right now, that team is loaded from top to bottom, and we'll get into that in the power rankings. But that is a team that we will have to be watching out for, because I'm telling you, it is a lot of weapons on that team. But they came out with the win against I Got Next. I Got Next put up a great fight, but came up a little bit short. Second, last, you got the Godfather Fantasy taking on Bank on It. Had a newcomer coming to the league this year, Bank on It. He's not a rookie to fantasy, but he is a rookie to the Kingdom Boys Fantasy League, taking on the Godfather, which is yours truly. And we saw the Godfather take care of business. He said he's back on his bullish stuff. He's back on his winning stuff. He's back on going to the championship. So we saw him take care of business. He had the high this week with 147 as he destroyed Bank on It, 147-113. And then last but not least, You Know What's Up, come back from behind and beat the underdog. The underdog put up a fight. Nobody gave them a chance to win this game. Nobody gave them a shot to beat this team, and they came out smoking. They came out on fire. He got the Houston stack with C.J. Stroud, Joe Mixon, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, and they blew the roof off the place. I mean, they were scoring left and right. They might be a problem. Their Houston stack looks really good, and I'm telling you, that team can be scary good. But if they have a good day or they have a bad day, will depend on Houston if their team will come out with the win. But they came up short Week 1. You know what's up. Cooper Kupp, man. Give kudos to Cooper Kupp. Without Cooper Kupp, their team don't win. But Cooper Kupp did his thing, came out, scored 32 points, brought You Know What's Up back, and they end up winning the game. And so the Week 1 recap was Coach K defeated I'm a Real Problem. Dangerous Ones defeated Dress Me as King. 10-piece no sauce defeated I Got Next. The Godfather Fantasy defeated Bank on It, and You Know What's Up defeated the underdogs. So let's get into our power rankings. We have our power rankings coming out, and we're going to start with number 10 with I Am a Real Problem. We're 0-1. Low scoring contest. This team on paper does not look good. It does not look good, but we don't know. Coach McGee is a phenomenal coach. We know he makes the right substitutions. We know that he can put a team together, so I don't count them out just yet. Coming in at number 9 is Bank on It. He's a legend when it comes to fantasy. He can work the waiver wire. He just fell short. Had a low scoring output. Some bad coaching adjustments there as well. But I believe that he would get back on track. Number 8 is I Got Next, 0-1. They lost to 10-piece no sauce. This team made some questionable trades That probably cost them this week, but again, they got CeeDee Lamb in the trade, so this team still should be able to score with the best of them, just to see how Coach Benson will put everything together. Number 7 is the Underdogs. Like I said, once again, sneaky team. This team was put together by a newcomer, the rookie Munt, and their Houston state is looking pretty good. It look like it's paying off for him, even though he lost. They put up a nice chunk of change, and they're going to be a problem. I mean, if Houston have a great game, it's going to be very hard to beat them because he got everybody on their team. So, I mean, if they're winning, they're scoring a lot of points. Whoever playing against them will have a tough matchup. Coming in at number 5 is Coach K, who squeaked out a win in the nail biter. I think he scored like 89 points and won the game. Unbelievable. One thing I will say about Coach K, every year he put together a phenomenal roster. I mean, even though they didn't score a lot of points, they found a way to win. That's what the great ones do. They found a way to win. So don't let week 1 fool you. Again, it's just week 1. Don't let that fool you. Coach K will be a problem in this league. Team is deep. Team is nice. As long as they don't hit the injury bug like they've been doing the past 2 years, they'll be in good position. They'll be a good team. Coming in at number 4 is the runner-up from the Super Bowl last year, which is 10-piece no sauce, that they defeated I Got Next. And like I said earlier, this team is loaded from top to bottom. They deep, got a nice roster, good group of receivers. They got some young guns over there that's killing it. You got Xavier Worthy, you got Jalen Reed. We got to look at what the injury to Love will do with this team, right? Because right now he's without a quarterback. So we got to see what that looks like. But overall, this team is going to be a serious problem. But it's going to be on Coach Fred to make sure he plays the right people, put the right people in the right lineups with the good matchup they'll have. So it's really going to be on him. There's really no way he honestly should be able to lose. He got a phenomenal team. Coming in at number 3 is You Know What's Up. My guy, Coach Byers, put together another phenomenal roster again, like he do as always. But like I always say, you got to play the right people, and yesterday he did. He got the trade from Bank on him with Cooper Kupp that put him over the top. He would have lost without Cooper Kupp, and he made that business move, and it paid off tremendously for him, especially with Puka going down. Cooper Kupp saw 21 targets yesterday, so it's going to be a hard chance to beat this team with Cooper Kupp getting 21 targets. And then still got Jonathan Taylor, who didn't do well yesterday, but we know he's a stud. He has Josh Allen, who's a ball hog, but we'll get to that in my own opinion. But overall, this team is a legit threat this year, and they can be making some noise. Coming in at number 2 is the real dangerous team. Let me tell you something. For all the fans out there who have not tuned into our show, have never heard about Kingdom Boy Fantasy League, this team was the worst team the last 2 years. This team is a problem this year. This team is deep. They have a lot of hitters. They got a lot of people that get tons of volume. This team could make a serious deep run in the playoff. Now, we got to see how he adjusts with the injury to Puka Nacua. But like I said, he's deep. He has a nice team. If he plays this the right way, I'm telling you right now, this team is going to be a problem. And the only reason this team is not number 1 is only because they didn't score the most points this week. Otherwise, they'd have probably been the number 1 team this week. And coming in at number 1, yours truly, the Godfather of Fantasy, Take Care of Banks, 147-113, blowed them out the waters without my best player, Christian McCaffrey. This team, we loaded, we deep. We made some good GM moves, acquiring A.J. Brown, acquiring Mike Evans, acquiring James Conner, and was able to keep Marvin Harrison Jr., was able to keep my running backs. I feel really good about this year with us. We're deep. We got a lot of talent. We got a lot of heavy hitters. But it's more moves to be made, ladies and gentlemen. But this team definitely has a shot to make a run if they stay healthy. Right now, we got to see what's going on with McCaffrey. He didn't play last night, but Mason Field did really well. Shout out to Coach Byers as he went and handcuffed the backup for Christian McCaffrey in San Francisco, and they're running offense. So they're looking good. A.J. Brown look phenomenal. Mike Evans look good as always. Some people concern me like James Cook. Be worried about him because of the Josh Allen situation, but we'll get into that in my my opinion segment. So don't go away. We'll be coming right back as we get into the segment of my opinion. And then follow, we'll be looking at some previews of game 2 and the game of the week. So stay tuned right after this commercial break. Welcome back to another edition of the Stephen A. Byers Show. I'm your host, Stephen A. Byers. And now it's time for the segment, In My Opinion. This is where I begin to talk about my opinion, not concerning what the numbers say, but what I think. And I want to start off right now by saying I believe the worst team in fantasy this year is I am a real problem. This roster is trash. This roster is garbage. I don't see how they're going to win multiple games again. Coach K gave them a gimme, and they found a way to blow their game. There's no way that team going to be winning a lot of games this year. And I would hate to see the commissioner of this league getting kicked out of this league, because the bottom 2 worst records of this league will be eliminated from the league this year. And so my money is on him to be eliminated this year. No offense. That's my brother. I love him. This roster is trash. I don't know what he was thinking about when he drafted his team, but who knows? Like I said again, he's a phenomenal coach. He might make a move here or there. We don't know, but just as of right now, as of week 1, this is what I'm going. Remember, all this is fluid. All this is fluid. Another thing too I want to talk about is the real dangerous team. Again, this team is nice. I don't fear this team not one bit. I don't think this team is going to beat me for sure. It'll be some other teams in this league. It won't beat me. He's nice. He got Tyreek Hill, who was my player last year, but I had to let him go to get McCaffrey. Might be a mistake there, but hey, who knows? But he's nice. Don't get me wrong. His team is nice. They look good yesterday as they beat the rival, Dressman is King, but who can't beat him? Right now, he's panicking. He's been calling around the league for trades. He's claiming that the league is against him, and all type of things going on with that organization over there. We don't know what they got into Coach Perkins over there, but it's a whole bunch of everything over there. And his team actually did pretty solid. I mean, they scored the 3rd highest in fantasy. I mean, they just lost to his kryptonite, I would say, but that team don't scare me at all, not one bit. Coach K team, like I said, I think this team will be good. They got a good roster. They just can't score. I mean, this is sickening. He should be thanking the Lord that he pulled out a W this week. He shouldn't even say nothing. He should be fasting and praying this week, praying that his people will show up when it's time to play, because they didn't show up, and Aaron Rodgers and the Jets go out there and lay a goose egg and go out there and give the game away. Just give it away. So, Coach K, again, the roster look good, but if they don't score, 89 points will not cut it in this league. The underdogs, that's exactly what they are. They're going to be underdogs every game. We don't have to address them because we know what's going to happen. Now, again, if Houston hit, whoever playing them in trouble, I can tell you this right now, if they don't hit, he's in trouble. And he will lose based on the Houston Texans. If the Houston Texans have a terrible year, his team will be terrible unless he makes some trades and makes some deals. Bank on it. I'm really disappointed in him. Like I said, I consider him as one of the greats in this league. He's looking like a real bum, looking like a real scrub. He traded away Cooper Kupp for DK Metcalf. In what universe does that trade go down? I don't know what's going on with the man. Of course, he wasn't going to beat me. I wanted to smack him around, beat him by 30. He got some players. A-Chan, we know A-Chan is good. We know B-John Robinson is good. So he got some players that can score some points. We give him that. But the question is, can he put it together? Can he put this team together, put the people in that need to be in? Unlike me, Godfather Fantasy, I drafted Marvin Harrison high. I knew he would have a tough week 1 matchup against Buffalo. So what I do, I set him on the bench. I put in Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers getting targets. I made the trade for A.J. Brown and Mike Evans. I knew I needed some more depth there at wide receiver. I got my elite receivers that I need. I kept Christian McCaffrey. Don't know what's going on in Buffalo because Josh Allen will not give nobody else the ball on the goal line. He want to run it in. You're selfish. And I hope you watch this show because you are a selfish quarterback. I wouldn't dare want to play with you. I know why Stephon Diggs wanted out of Buffalo because you don't want to do nothing but get stats for yourself, thinking you great. No, you're not great. Hand that ball off to James Cook. I need some points. Because if not, I got James Cook on the block. Anybody want you to contact me, you know my office hours. I don't think there's anything else needs to be said upon this. I mean, I got next is exactly what he's going to be. He got next year because his team looking bad right now. He got CeeDee Lamb. He got some talent there. But, once you start losing, if you want to get rid of CeeDee Lamb, listen, you call, I make an offer for him because I need CeeDee on my team. Like I said, I think I did address Miss King already. He got a nice roster, don't get me wrong. He's deep, he's talented. But the coach is what scared me. Because right now he on this rage tour where he's raging out against everybody. I don't know what's going on at Address Miss King, but I want no parts of it. But he'll see me week 3 when I beat the blood out of him. Other than that, all this has been in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, what I believe, what I see happening. But let's look forward to week 2. Let's look at week 2. Let's look at some matchups we got. And let's start with the game of the week, which is You Know What's Up versus I Got Next. This is a matchup full of stars. We saw Saquon just show out in his debut. We saw Jalen Hurts finally get it together. I'm telling you right now, with this team put together with the addition of CeeDee Lamb, this I Got Next team is going to be a problem if they can put it together. And so Coach Bench got his work cut out for him as he take on You Know What's Up. Like I said, Cooper Kupp looking like the best receiver in fantasy week 1. He still have Jonathan Taylor over there. He still got some other hitters. Chris Olave give me concerns because we know with the Saints visiting Dallas, we don't know if he'll be able to get off with that pass rush with their elite secondary. He might have another dud game, so I don't see Chris Olave in that lineup. But again, it is You Know What's Up. One thing we know about him is that he have great players, but he have coaching errors. That's been his theme for the last 4 years. Coaching errors, just bad coaching. I don't know what he's going to do, but that's the game of the week. It should be a fun one. It should be a high-scoring one. If you ask me who I'm taking in that matchup, I'm going with I Got Next. I just cannot go with Saquon. I can't go against Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and CeeDee Lamb. Can't go against that, even though CeeDee Lamb got a tough matchup against New Orleans with Marshawn Lattimore. Probably shot on him. I'm not betting against I Got Next. So I see both of them being 1-1 by the end of week 2. Next, we got Bank on it versus Dress Miss King. This is a division game. Dress Miss King, like I said, they're talented, they're deep. Bank only got some scores. But if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Address Miss King on this one. Simply because Bank on it, I don't think he have enough firepower that he need. I think he traded away his firepower. So we will see. I mean, he still got some people on the bench that's good. He hurt right now as well. So I'm taking Address Miss King on that one. Next up, you have the Godfather fans versus I'm a Real Problem. I'm going to take the Godfather family. I always take myself, of course. But realistically, I'm going to take myself because I'm playing the worst team in the league. They're number 10 for a reason in the power ranking. They scored the fewest amount of points. But make no mistake about it, this is not a game I'm just going to overlook. I come prepared. I come to take everything I can to I'm a Real Problem. I know Coach McGee. He's a great friend of mine. He's a great coach. He'll have his team ready. So we got to be ready to play or we'll get upset this week. But I'm taking myself to beat him. Next up, we got Coach K versus 10 Piece No Sauce. The battle of the undefeateds. And I'm going to take 10 Piece No Sauce on this one. Coach K, like I said, he's loaded top and bottom. I don't know if his team can put together this year. I saw some things that I didn't like with his team. I saw some of the volume with Kenneth Walker that I didn't like. And then just on his bench, he's not really deep on the bench. So I'm going to go with 10 Piece No Sauce on that one. But it is a trap game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by no means. I do expect a bounce back week for Coach K because, again, like I said, they are a talented roster, and Coach K is a phenomenal coach. So I look for a bounce back week, but I'm going to take 10 Piece No Sauce simply because he got more explosive weapons that he can play. But it's really dependent on his coaching, who he have in the lineup. And then last but not least, we got the underdog versus the Real Dangerous team. And if I had to choose one between the two, I'm going with the Real Dangerous team simply because the explosive from Tyreek Hill. And then nobody give this young man credit. Ramondre Stevenson. He's probably getting the most volume out of all the NFL besides Cooper Kupp. He's a power runner. They run the ball in New England. They building it based off the run, so he's going to get a lot of touches. And he also gets a couple of dump downs. So they're going to be a fun matchup right there to watch. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if the underdogs pulled this out. It wouldn't surprise me. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the real dangerous team. So there you have it. There the previews for week 2. Put in the comments who you think going to win. And whoever have the best record by the end of fantasy, we'll be sending you a special gift from our sponsors that we'll be sending you. So make sure you put that in the comments. Who you think going to win. And we'll be trying to keep your record best where we can. Again, this has been another edition of Stephen A. Byers Show. We look forward to seeing what's going to happen in week 2. I will be back. It is happening every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, we will have Stephen A. Byers Show. And we'll have some special guests coming on. We'll have some different ones from the league that will be here. But that's all for week 1. It's been real, fellas. It's been real, people. Please subscribe, like, share, comment on this. We just getting started. You on the scene. Just a snippet of what we getting ready to do. We getting ready to take the fantasy league by storm. So I have been your host, Stephen A. Byers. Catch you on another edition, baby.